Hi, my name is Nica. I am 26 years old. I was born in Galat, Romania, and I currently live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was born with cleft lip and palate, and I had 30 plus procedures to help repair it. I'm a nurse tech at a rehab hospital. I've always had a passion for taking care of others. I think it stems from being taken care of. I was adopted when I was 3.5 from a family that lived in Michigan. I think it hit me in my early teens where I would look at other peers and know that I looked different than them, but knowing that I looked different than other people kind of didn't help the situation. It made me feel like I was the odd one out. My parents would explain to other parents whose kids were asking what was wrong, that I had cleft lip, I was getting repairs done. That's just how I was born. I never really, during my teen years, was like, hey, this is what's wrong with me. I was less confident in that area where I didn't feel comfortable explaining what was going on, what happened, until I got older and I gained confidence in myself. Then I felt more comfortable saying, hey, this is who I am. Just because I look different doesn't mean I am different.
She's very confident in herself, especially with her work. She's also been on her own for so long, and so I think she's very mature for her age, but also she comes with a lot of confidence with that because she's been through a lot since a young age. Her visual difference definitely has shaped her into who she is today because she has to be confident through that. And you know, there are definitely some things that obviously she might want changed about it, but she doesn't let that affect her every single day.
In the orphanage, they don't have up-to-date medical supplies, medical needs, medical training. And so the doctors did what they thought was best in repairing my cleft lip, but in fact it made it worse. So I was born without a palate, and they had to completely makeshift a palate for me. I've had little surgeries that put fat from my side into my lip to give me a fuller look, and then I've had bigger extensive surgeries like a bone graft where they take bone from my hip and put it into my gums to create my canine teeth. I think I was 18 when I had my last surgery. It was very simple. It was lip injection where they took fat from my hip and put it into my lips to maybe get that fuller appearance. I didn't really see a difference.
Just even smiling in pictures, that's sometimes a little bit of a weak spot for her, and I think the cleft lip has a huge part in that. This is huge for her. She's been through so many surgeries for this cleft lip and everything. Just to get this done, I think it would really give her even more confidence than she already has.
Nica has been through so much. She's had more than 30 surgeries, and she has quite a life story. I think she's more than anyone deserves this makeover and to be truly transformed. When I think of what can be done for her on my end, I am of course right away thinking of her lips. I will be able to create a completely new shape for her. I will keep everything really natural because she really speaks a lot about her being confident in her skin. That looks are not everything, but I really want to create the lip that just would reflect her soul and really will balance out the features of her entire face. I will also work on her scarring around the lip and around the nose area. She has quite a lot and they're all looking white. Using different inks, I will be able to create a more smoother appearance and kind of conceal them. So by getting this restorative lip blush and scar camouflage, she will get a semi-permanent solution to her entire problem that she's been facing for the past 20 plus years.
You can't fully change who you are. And so again, when I gained more confidence, I think I had more self-love for myself. I definitely felt discouraged with the last surgery that they did. I thought it was going to give me more of a fuller look. Ultimately, that's all I've wanted lately, is that I have that fuller look to my lips. From the mirror, I don't like looking at my side view because that's something that I'm very self-conscious about. Looks aren't everything, but I think when you look your best, that's when you can feel your best. Because for so long, I felt like I was there wasn't anything else that could be done. That was that. This experience is exciting, it's nerve-wracking, but it's something that's going to set me up for my future.
Nica? Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm Anna. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Are you ready to come in?
I am.
Let's go. When you look in the mirror, what would you like to improve?
I definitely want I want the top lip to show more, maybe be a little thicker and have a defined line.
Yeah. So right now your lip is just a little bit more it doesn't have the sides of the lip, and that's where it's lacking the shaping of it. So I think by adding, I call it the walls of the lip, by adding those walls, we could literally create the most beautiful lip shape, because you pretty much have a little doll cupid's bow over there. It's just how narrow it is, that doesn't match your face, the features, your nose, your eyes are pretty big, so we have to match that with your lip. So as far as the makeup, do you ever wear lip makeup daily?
I don't ever, because I don't know how to put it on properly, and it just doesn't ever look right when I do it, because I don't really have a line to follow I do the bottom lip.
So you don't really wear any pencils or lipsticks?
No, I mean, I definitely probably would start doing that if I had
a guide.
more of a shape to it.
I think this transformation is going to be so powerful for Nica, but also anyone, because me just looking at her and knowing her story, it just moves me, because all of us, when we look in the mirror, we really want to feel our best and we want to look our best, and to just cover those imperfections and just see ourselves in a new light by just adding another touch of beauty could literally change the life. Looking at your features, we most likely are going to land into the palette of browns and slightly darker pinks. So it's not going to be a rosy pink, more a reddish brownish, because it's going to match your natural lip. So I'm not going to step out too far from your natural features today. I'm just going to keep them you, but just a little bit more darker, because otherwise it just won't stand out. Because what I'm going to do is basically create a visual illusion that there is a lip where it's not a lip, where right now it's a facial skin. Your facial skin is still white color, your lip is pink. I have to use certain colors to kind of create that illusion that there is a lip there. Okay, so let's get started.
Sounds good.
Is that what you're going to be outlining?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to be much more natural and blended with the skin tones, lip tones, but right now it's just harsh makeup to really see the edges of the outline and the new shape that's going to be there. When you look at the person, you will not be able to tell that there is a tattoo.
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah. Me too.
It just shows that my lip was really thin, because even though this isn't a lot, it makes a big difference.
Blending the camouflage tones and that earthy berry pink tone for her lips upon healing will just look like a seamless blend of everything. So no one will ever know that she has a cosmetic tattoo done. It just will look like her. So first of all, I'll be
Oh,
numbing
okay.
you. I'll feel your skin, so I'll go without the numbing for like a little few pinches, but throughout I'll kind of numb you, and by the end it just might feel a little spicy, but overall it's totally tolerable. I always use color blends that match your skin tones and your complexions. So for you, I am thinking we're going to do colors that are called brownie pink, some choco mauve, and some red velvet or raspberry. So it's going to be like a blend of like a deeper brownish pink, and that is just going to give you that natural lip skin color without it being like a lip balm or lip tint or like any product. It just will look like your skin. When I saw Nica for the first time, I right away knew that she is not very much into feminine colors, wearing lipsticks, wearing lip glosses. So I knew immediately that I want to create something that would look like a second skin and that will just keep her being herself. Nica was kind of scared of pain during the cosmetic tattooing, which I think is pretty fair. However, she really felt like it was nothing at 2 out of 10, and she felt comfortable the entire time. With restorative lip blush as well as the scar camouflage, it is called a permanent makeup or cosmetic tattooing. Essentially, it is not going to last forever. It does need to be maintained throughout the years. So you would get a touch-up every couple years to make sure it's looking most precise and beautiful. The skin, when I tattoo outside of the actual lip tissue, it is very different and it requires different approach and like multiple different techniques when I'm actually creating that illusion of the lip where there is no lip. I have to custom blend and use specific hand movements and equipment like needles to make sure that I'm getting the most precise healed result. Such tattoos like restorations could be a little risky, and that's why not a lot of cosmetic tattoo artists would attempt those, because essentially they could go wrong. However, by blending proper colors, proper techniques, we're able to achieve such life-changing results, and ultimately it's all about visual illusion. So we're creating this optical illusion of things that don't exist there, but we make an illusion that they're there. Like for Nica, that would be with the corners of her lips. They are not existent, but we're just going to make an illusion that they're there. Okay, Nica, you ready to see your lips?
I'm ready.
All right. There you go.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, the whole thing, it was quite a decision to come here and get this done. It was definitely a big step out of my comfort zone, but I'm glad that I did. So I was born without a palette. I've really grown from when I was younger, looking in the mirror, to now. I went from somebody who really didn't want to look at myself in the mirror to somebody who's confident enough to look in the mirror and go, my looks aren't who I am, that they don't define me. How far I've come from this little kid who was even scared of the grass from Romania to the independent 26-year-old. A lot has changed and it's for the better. This experience, it was such a little project, but it's made such a big difference for me. Working with Anna and her team, even just when I first met her, she was very calm, collected. She wanted to know how I felt and what I wanted for myself, and she listened to me. And she wasn't all about fixing me, she was about making me my beautiful self. During the process of getting it done, Anna talked to me, checked on me, asked if I was doing okay, and that was really comforting for me, knowing that like the process was going okay. The lip color that Anna chose for me, I think complemented me really well. If I were to wear lip gloss or lipstick, that's exactly the color that I would choose. So her ability to just look at my complexion and go, okay, this is gonna work best for your lips, that's pretty cool. I worked myself out thinking it was gonna be painful, but it really wasn't painful. Telling myself this is going to be something good for me helped me through it, because I know that like at the end it's going to have beautiful results.
Nica looks absolutely beautiful, and the way that she smiles is just a complete new way. Some transformations aren't loud, but they are very powerful. It's not necessarily about what you see in the mirror, it's about who's looking through it. And I think we just unlocked something really beautiful for her. She has beautiful new lips, and she is ready for her new start.